This is a 1981 Widebody RX7. Alright guys, welcome back to the DB Garage. Today we got ourselves a new project car. This here is a 1981 Widebody RX7. It's not perfect by any means at all. As you can tell, duct tape holding some of the front bumper on. We've got, you know, your saggy mirrors and stuff. Back here on the back, we have the previous owner decided to put a GTR emblem and a turbo emblem from Walmart. So it's not perfect, but we've got some plans for it. Let's check the engine up here. I mean, it's got 107,000 miles on it. This is Blake's dad's original car. He got rid of it about 60,000 miles on it. So the guy's had it for, you know, quite a while now, but it's been decently taken care of. I mean, decently is stretched, but we got, you know, everything it's factory. We need to replace the radiator in it. Obviously this lawnmower battery has pretty much got to go, and you know, it's got some extra wires and stuff on it that's been upgraded to Excels and everything. Interior wise, let's check out the interior. Now, in here, we've got the shifter. It's gonna end up going. We've got the radio that needs to be fixed. There's a trunk pop button on here. We got random wiring underneath the dash here from an alarm system that I guess was attempted to put in it. We got some panel pieces here. As you can see back here, we got some other stuff that needs to be replaced, plastics and everything. But it does come with the original Recaro seats. So we're gonna go ahead and keep that. We're gonna go ahead and pass it off to Blake. He's gonna give you more information on what the history on the car.
So way back, like 35 years ago or so, my dad bought this with a salvage title, and he actually did this body kit himself. It was his first fiberglassing project. He just kind of winged it off of a magazine, because there's only like less than 3 Widebody RX7s that even look like this. But over the years he drove it, and eventually sold it when I was around 4 because it didn't have a back seat. Now it's got a back seat, ironically, kind of. It's kind of rigged. We'll probably just get rid of it, but yeah, it's interesting. There's a lot of, you know, like Derek was saying, cosmetic. We got to run some metal bracketry here, reinforce it. We may end up stripping this car down quite a bit to fix the cosmetics, but it's looking like we'll gut it and potentially throw a fresher engine in it, and just have fun with it like my dad did when he was in high school and college and drove around town. So
now what about the actual Widebody kit itself? What did your dad do on that?
On that, after he had it kind of perfected, it was perfected at one time, he actually took moldings of every panel so that he could replicate it if it were ever in a wreck or had a little issue.
But his dad did make this by hand.
And those are the original BBS knockoff wheels on it from 35 years ago. The tires replaced. The front bumper was trimmed a few inches from a couple, one or the other previous owner, but should be a lot of fun to restore, and we hope to film it as we go on the way.
So now you guys know that a little bit about the car. We're gonna go ahead and do a scale. We got a home scale here to weigh exactly how much the car weighs as it sits right now, full weight, before we do any gutting or anything like that to it. So we're gonna go ahead and get started on that. We might do a little flyby or something video for you, rev it up, show you what it sounds like. It's got a MagnaFlow exhaust on it. So let's go ahead and get started on that. All right, so Blake has a Longacre computer scale. What you do is you run the lines to each corner of the vehicle. Blake's already come around here and he's jacking this wheel up. You gotta make sure, basically we kind of kept the tire pressures close, all about, about 32, 33, all the way around. And then you just set it up and then just plug it in. And you just go ahead and do that for every single side, and then we'll show you the process on once we get it all set up. All right, so the scales are underneath. We'll make sure the car is completely settled on there. There's that one there. All right, so now Blake's just gonna go ahead and turn the scale on and it'll tell you what each corner is. All right, so we got 671, 577, 505, 569, with a total pounds of 2,324 pounds full stock weight on this car. So, with that being said, when we gut it, it's going to be one fun ride. All right, so now that we got the scale and stuff done, it's just a little bit cold today, so we're not gonna do a lot more to it, but in the next video, we're gonna do, some tune-up stuff to it. We're gonna try and get the pieces, at least find what pieces we can and put them back together, and what pieces we don't, then we're just gonna have to look up and try and find them online. This engine, we did find out it is a 12A rotary engine, so it's not the turbocharged, but it's just the stock 12A, 107,000 miles, makes like 115 horsepower, it's, your average Honda rotary style. So we are gonna get all that done, but we're gonna go ahead and leave it with that. And we'll see you guys next time in the next video. So this is Derek and Blake from the TheDbGarage, guys. Peace. Well, we forgot to mention something to you guys. So the truck has had the white fiberglass fenders on it and the bed sides on it for a while now. It's had the panda look, but I mean, as you could see right here, it's got the fenders off of it. The bed sides will be coming off here in a little bit, but we got some new goodies on the way for the truck. Blake, do you want to tell them, or you want to wait for it to be a surprise?
I'll just leave it at, we've got carbon fiber, more lights, taking less lights off, more lights on, rearranging things, updating it, painting. Let's see, what else? I got a sweet jack we'll do an unboxing on probably. Lots of goodies coming, and keep the content rolling.
So now that we've got that taken care of, we wanted to mention that to you guys, since we had mentioned previously we had the RX7. They just picked up the RX7 last night from Nebraska. So now, but our previous one that we were talking about a few videos back was that Blake and his dad have a fully built MR2 that's sitting in a shop right now, but we're hoping to get that together for you guys as well. But now this is definitely going to be a sign off. So like, subscribe, share, do whatever you want to do, and we'll see you later.